Please welcome Executive Director of OnPoint NYC, Sam Rivera.
That wasn't a cool New York walk. That was a torn meniscus walk. How you doing? No, you're not supposed to respond. No response. New York, how you doing? Just hello. Just nod your head. You don't say anything back. Usa Mauka, good morning. Good morning in my native language of Taino people. Taka Sam Rivera, I am Sam Rivera, and I wish everyone in this room abundant blessings. Sanako Kakona to everyone in this room. It's a blessing to be here, it really is. I think about my journey, and I look at the title, Reclaiming the Movement. It couldn't be a better time to have that title. First of all, or second or third of all, there are so many harm reductionists in this room. Like, how did that happen? That's freaking cool, man. So many. So reclaiming this movement is big. Early 90s, 90, 91, 92. I was like 12 when I started, maybe like 11 and a half. And it was the beginning of this. We didn't have harm reduction. We didn't know what harm reduction was. What we were doing was moving in this beautiful way of taking care of people. Of taking care of people who people thought were different, specifically gay men to start with, and then injection drug users, and then all kinds of people, primarily people of color in addition, and no one loved them, and no one wanted to take care of them, and no one, you just saw them as dehuman, right? It saw them as unworthy, and I was blessed as a young man to be a part of ACT UP. Please applaud ACT UP. And it was the most beautiful time in my life where people from all walks of life just loved each other and took care of each other. The hardest part were the deaths. We would see somebody at a meeting one day or at a rally, and they wouldn't be at the next one, and then we'd go to their funeral. But what came out of ACT UP, what came out of that time in HIV and AIDS, early HIV and AIDS, was this thing today we call harm reduction. In my early days, we would go to a shooting gallery, and we would, I lived on the Lower East Side of Manhattan, and we would go there and go to an abandoned building and clean syringes out of a bucket, using bleach and water. I was really blessed during that time, and still blessed today, that I have the most amazing mom in the world. And my mom was a nurse on the Lower East Side for 41 years. And as a mama's boy, a proud mama's boy, I would visit her all the time at the hospital. And one day I went there and she was helping this guy, a guy who was using drugs, and she was helping him every day. And I said, Mom, why do you keep helping him? He comes all the time, he doesn't care about himself. And she said, my job as a nurse is to help him until he's able to help himself. And I still, stayed with me for all those years. But I was cleaning syringes, just trying to help people stay alive, and people thought what we did was absolutely crazy. I was also stealing syringes. So I can say that now because my mom retired. But, and this Dr. Baruzzi, who I really loved, years into my work, one day we were sitting there, he retired, and he said, I remember when you used to come in the morning with your mom, and then you would walk off, and you thought I didn't know you were stealing syringes. So I give him a lot of credit for being a part of the harm reduction movement in his way. It's sad, but it's great that we have this movement back and we're reclaiming it in the way we're supposed to. It is ours. It is our responsibility to take care of people who people see less than. It is our responsibility to love on people until they're able to love on themselves. It is our responsibility. As Bloomberg said, it is our responsibility to stop having politicians make life-saving medical decisions. It is our responsibility to do that. It is scary when I look at it in that way. In my 30 years of this work, or 32 years of this work, I'm kind of tired of allies. Like, if you want to be my ally, that's groovy, like clap from over there, right? But I need some accomplice. Like, I want people who want to get down and do this the way we're doing it. We were blessed to open the only 2 OPCs in the country for the first time, coming up on 2 years. And if you don't applaud for that, I'm going to be very angry. The reality of us opening the OPCs is not about us. It's about everyone who's ever lost anyone to an overdose. It's about everyone who's done this work. Everyone who's ever worked in harm reduction should celebrate that as their success. It's not OnPoint's success, it's everyone's success. My earrings, I am wearing 2 souls. These are 2 people who were saved, who overdosed, and their overdose was reversed by using the naloxone I wear on my ears today. This is what we're doing. This is what this movement is. This is what makes me excited about what I see in this room. So all you folks who are a little older, please excuse me for 10 seconds. I am really excited about the young folks who are into harm reduction. I am really excited about the young folks who are getting radical, right, and righteous and doing things differently. I feel confident as to where this work is heading. And I'm looking forward to coming back when I retire from my motorcycle trip or something and visiting sites and watching you young folks run this thing the way you should and changing it for the better. It is clear that there's no war on drugs in this country. There is not a war on drugs. There's a war on drug users. In fact, there's a war on specific drug users. My time's up. So lastly, there's a war on specific drug users. In this country, specific drugs are allowed to go into specific neighborhoods. Those people in those neighborhoods use and sell those drugs and then are punished for doing so. And we call that a war on drugs. There is no war on drugs in this country. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for giving me time to be up here. Blessings to my mother, the greatest woman on the planet. And I'm going to introduce a couple of my friends who are coming up next. So thank you so much.